Okay, guys, today we are going to learn how to write a problem solution essay. Right? Problem solution essay. Before we continue with that, I would like to give you the reference of the same book, Ielts Advantage Writing Skills. And please come to title page. Ielts Advantage. I've already shared all these books with you in class WhatsApp group. So the title page, and please note down the unit numbers. Unit number 2 and unit number 5. So this week you will read unit number 2 and unit number 5 for problem solution essay. And when I give you mock test, in mock test also we will have a problem solution essay, right? Unit number 2 and unit number 5. Now look here. We've got a couple of types of essays which come into this category. The first one is cause and solution. Cause means reason and solution. This is the first category. The second one is problem and solution. They will simply ask you to mention the problems and the solution to those problems, not the causes. The third one is cause and effect. Instead of focusing on solution, you have to focus on effect. What are the reasons and how that thing affects any society or people and all that. So these are three categories, and the way they give you the topic, you can easily understand that this is problem solution essay or this is cause and solution essay and all that. Now, I just want you to come to this page. I'll elaborate it further. Page number 24, please. Page number 24 of the same book, Ielts Advantage Writing Skills. I'm going to read this topic from top. These days, in many countries, fewer and fewer people want to become teachers. Now, I just want you to imagine these days at present. In many countries throughout the world, globally, fewer and fewer people want to become teachers. Like there is a small number of people who want to join teaching as a profession. It means people don't want to become teachers, right? These days in many countries, fewer and fewer people want to become teachers, particularly in secondary schools. Now they have mentioned this phenomena is in secondary schools. So you will talk about people, the problem is people don't want to become teachers in school. This is the problem. Next, we have the question, what are the reasons for this? It means this essay is reasons and how could the problem be solved? Now, you need to come up with some reasons and then you need to come up with the solution to solve the problem. This is causes and solution, exactly. Okay, now whenever you think about it, for problem solution essay, it's a good idea to come up with 3 reasons and 3 solutions. 2 will be less. You can just talk about 3 reasons and 3 solutions. Okay? Now, let's talk about this topic. Reason number 1, people don't want to become teachers. What is reason number 1? Low pay, misbehavior of the students. Okay, so first reason is low salary. Right? Now, if I say what is reason number 1 and you say salary, no, low salary. Reason number 2, teaching is not a respectful job. Sometimes students misbehave and all that. Reason number 3, tough job, challenging job. Teaching is a challenging job, right? Now these are 3 causes. Let's talk about solutions. Low salary. What's the solution? Solution, exactly. Government should increase the salaries of teachers. Second problem, students are disrespectful. What is the solution? Parents should make their, parents should be held accountable for that, and school admin should make some strict rules against the students who misbehave, right? Problem number 3, cause number 3, that was teaching is a laborious job, tough job. Solution, we can provide them some assistants, main teacher and Assistant teacher, the first thing. Second, if the size of the class is small, if instead of 50, 60 students or children, if there are only 15 children, teacher can manage that class easily. So this is the solution. So cause number 1 and solution number 1. Same cause and same solution will come in one body paragraph. Cause number 2 and solution number 2 will go to second body paragraph. Cause number 3 and solution number 3 will go in third body paragraph. Is that clear? And then we have introduction and conclusion. So how many paragraphs in total? Very simple. Now let's evaluate another topic. For this, please come to page number 60. Page number 60. Got it? So, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Write about the following topic. Now, let's read and understand the topic. People who live in large cities face a range of problems in their daily life. Now, look here. You are the people who live in large cities, or you know the people who live in large cities, and they face a range of problems in their daily life. You are familiar with those problems and all that. Now, next is the question. What are the main problems? Are they asking causes? No. Now they are asking problems, right? What are the main problems people in cities face, and how can these problems be tackled? Problem number 1. Traffic. Okay. Problem number 2. Noise and traffic can come together. Air pollution, even you can link it with traffic. Whenever you come up with ideas, try to think in 3 different directions. East, west, north, south. Traffic, noise, pollution, they are almost the same thing. Right? So you should come up first. One thing is traffic. Second is high property prices. You know that? It's very difficult to buy any house and all that. High property prices. Any other problem? Sorry? Cost of living is very high in a city. Exactly. So remember, your problem should be logical, which can be explained. Don't come up with 3 problems which are the branches of one problem. Do you understand? Yes. So you should come up with something like that. Now, how many paragraphs do we write in problem solution essay? 5. Introduction, conclusion, and 3 body paragraphs. So let's go on with this paragraph. And now I will tell you how many sentences and what to write in each sentence. And again, when you practice on your notebook, write 1 sentence down and pick up another topic of problem solution essay and rewrite that sentence according to that topic. Then the next sentence, next I tell you how. Let's take a start. Introduction, first paragraph. These days, more and more of us are living in big cities, comma, and urban conurbations are expanding all the time. So this is the first sentence, which is called general sentence about the topic. The first sentence is general sentence about the topic. What is the topic? Problems of city life. And what is the sentence? More and more of us are living in big cities and urban conurbations are expanding all the time. After this, we have this second sentence. Although cities are very attractive places to live and they provide a wide range of work and leisure opportunities, there are also a host of significant social problems affecting cities. Second sentence is actually paraphrasing the problem in your own words. Clear? Second sentence is paraphrasing. And by the way, focus this language. Focus sentence structure. This essay is bound to get 8 band. I will share 1 essay and 1 letter with you. One of my students from Morocco, he got 8 band in writing. I will share his writing. Okay? So this second sentence should be pondered upon very carefully. How comma has come, how with the help of this word they joined them all together. And the best way is to write it with your own hands on a notebook and then pick up the other topic like teacher's topic we just read. Go to that topic and try to rewrite this sentence for that essay. So this is how quickly you can learn grammar. And by the way, in one essay, there aren't more than 25 sentences. 25 are many. around 20, 22 sentences. And if you carefully learn to practice 22, 23 sentences for one essay type and you use them there, there is no way that you don't get your required band. But you need to practice, you need to do it. Next sentence, please, after this. This essay will examine some of these problems in detail and then propose some solutions. We call it thesis sentence. And by the way, your thesis sentence tells the reader the type of essay. When you say, this essay will examine some of these problems and in detail and then propose some solutions, now examiner gets to know the candidate has understood the type of the essay. If you write here, in this essay, I will discuss all the problems and come to conclusion, it means you are discussing about discussion essay. If you write over here, in my opinion, now you are telling the examiner that I have misunderstood the topic as opinion essay, right? And if you write over here, there are several advantages and disadvantages of living in a big city. So once again, this is misleading. So your thesis sentence is the heart of introduction. It tells the examiner that you have understood the type and the topic of the essay. Second paragraph. Now we have body paragraph. Please focus there. One of the biggest problems facing, now you can copy one of the biggest problems because it's a problem solution essay. Whenever you get problem solution essay, you can use this. One of the biggest problems facing people who live in cities is the high property prices. Problem number one. Now, for God's sake, in this paragraph, you will only discuss and define and elaborate high property prices. Right? This is what we call development of idea. You said high property prices. Okay. Now you tell further. What do you mean by high property prices? You can give example of high property prices. Not that in one sentence you say high property prices, then suddenly you take a turn and you come to traffic. And then suddenly you go on to some other thing. Develop your ideas. Well-developed ideas get good bench score. So, high property prices in many cities, now they are explaining, in many cities, buying a house near the center is out of reach for people on the average salary, comma, and they are forced to live outside the city and to commute into work. Is that clear? Yeah, they have elaborated that. In central London, for instance, always give global example. Never give personal example in Ielts. Never give any local example. Model town. If examiner is Sri Lankan, sitting there in England, checking your Ielts, now that person does not know any specific location. So you should not say anything like that, right? It's a good idea to talk at least at the national level, like Islamabad. Islamabad is one of the cities here, capital city, so people know that city. Otherwise, you can use the famous cities of the world. And by the way, you have to create these examples. I mean, this problem is anywhere. For example, if I say, in Central Europe, for example, in Central America, for example, in Central Spain, for example, this is a global phenomena. Property prices are high, it's a global phenomena. So, in Central London, comma, for instance, now for example, they used for instance, the cost of even a one-bedroom flat is prohibitive. Very good word. Prohibitive means out of reach. Prohibitive for many people. Now, listen. In the conclusion of the body paragraph, you will present solution. In the conclusion of problem solution essay body paragraph, you will present solution. So what is that? They mentioned to solve this problem. Now, at least you should know 3 phrases like that. To solve this problem, to tackle this issue, to overcome this challenge. So if you know 3, well done. And if everywhere you said to solve this problem, that is repetition. To solve this problem, the government could put more resources into building affordable housing, comma, which would allow more people to buy their own home. This is the solution. Like Pakistani government is making thousands of houses and people will live there comfortably. So it's just like that. Is that clear? One problem, elaboration with example. And example is not must. You can further elaborate the point. Without example, that's okay, right? Now next, another issue is, the word issue has been used for problem. issue, challenge, difficulty. So you should play like this. Another issue is traffic and air pollution. That's what I was saying, traffic and air pollution can come together. So you can join two things like this, traffic and air pollution. Most big cities, now for big cities even you can use the word mega cities, cosmopolitan cities, something like that. Most big cities are overrun with cars. This is passive voice. Overrun with cars means there are more cars than the requirement, than the capacity. Overrun with cars, comma, and there is a great deal of traffic congestion. Which topic is being discussed? Traffic and air pollution. So you are further elaborating that point. Okay. The exhaust fumes, now it's a very good word. Exhaust fume means the smoke which is coming out of the cars and vehicles. Exhaust fumes. You might have heard exhaust fan, exhaust pipe, exhaust fan. So exhaust fumes, the fumes that come out of that. The exhaust fumes from these cars cause air pollution, and as a consequence, now this word is to join coherence and cohesion. As a consequence, more and more people are suffering from respiratory diseases. A common writer will write breathing problem. Breathing problem is actually due to respiratory diseases. But if you use the word respiratory diseases, this is a very good word. And by the way, the book which I recommended, 110 essays. I've just shared that book in the group. There is a book with 110 essays, and these 110 essays are on the most common topics in Ielts. Once you read that book, you can underline the words like this, which you will use if you get a similar topic. So, such as asthma. Now, this problem could be addressed, underline this. You can use this phrase in any problem solution essay. This problem could be addressed by introducing a congestion charge for cars entering the city center, thereby cutting the number of vehicles on the road. Is that clear? So solution is charge. If you enter main Lahore city, you have to pay 100 rupees each time. Then you say, okay, next time I'll be careful. I'll just go once and all that, right? Now, the third one. Finally, another problem is, so when you write the last body paragraph, you can write finally. Another problem, another challenge, another issue is the quality and cost of public transport. Don't just write another problem is public transport. What do you mean by that? Quality, cost, luxury. So you should mention, whatever it is, you should mention it clearly. So they say quality and cost of public transport. That is to say means by this I mean. That is to say means, what I want to say. In most capitals, public transport is inefficient and the infrastructure is old and inadequate. Now the words like inefficient, infrastructure, inadequate, these words are hi-fi vocabulary, the way they have been used here. At the same time, now the second issue you are mentioning, at the same time, ticket prices are often too high, which puts people off using public transport. So they mentioned, this is what we call development of idea. Examiner will give good band if you develop your idea. Develop means you elaborate further. You unfold that very thing. Now solution. The way forward must be, underline that. The third sentence, the way forward must be. What is the first one? To solve this problem. What is the second one? This problem could be addressed, right? And the third one is, the way forward must be to invest more money in trains and buses and to slash ticket prices. Slash. You can even use cut down. Slash is a very good word, unusual word. You can even say reduce ticket prices. Reduce is also fine. This would encourage more people to use public transport. This is the solution. Now, 3 problems and 3 solutions in 3 separate paragraphs, and you've seen that. Now we have conclusion. To sum up, although it is clear that cities face a range of problems, paraphrase the problem or paraphrase the topic, it is undoubtedly possible to start to tackle these issues and improve the quality of life in cities. You can do this. Otherwise, you can give 1 sentence summary of problems and 1 sentence summary of solutions. right? Governments and local councils must take the lead in dealing with these problems. And by the way, usually the problems they give you in essay writing, these problems can be solved by governments and local councils. This is a very good sentence. It can be used, right? Government and local councils must take the lead in dealing with these problems. Otherwise, you can write, for example, you can just write something. Now, just keep in mind, essay topic is teachers don't want to, or people don't want to become teachers. So you can write like this: governments and local councils must take the lead in dealing with these problems. Otherwise, youngsters will not take any interest to join teaching as a career. That's it. See, you modified this sentence. So this modification is the shortcut or the shortest way to IELTS writing. Okay, that's it. Now, if you have any questions about this, please, you can ask me. Problem solution essay.